Always great chatting with my next guest, Dwight Grant, who's going to be back in action. UFC Long Island, July 16th, taking on Dustin Stoltzfus. Dwight, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
Doing awesome. I went back and looked at your record. I'm pretty sure I'm right here. This is the first time you fought in New York, at least in the UFC, but I'm pretty sure, in your pro career.
Yeah, because when I left New York, it was illegal to fight over there.
Oh, that's right. Of course. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I went to California.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And for people who don't know, you're originally from New York. So how excited were you to get on this card? I'm sure you told some family members. I imagine some family will be coming out.
Oh man, like the level of excitement. I was so excited. I didn't want to tell anybody because I was just like, let me make sure all this is good first, and then it was amazing. Like I've never fought there before. I've had all these fights and always said, hey, when you fight here, this will happen, that'll happen. We'll get everybody together, and everybody's coming together. So it's gonna be a big night.
Yeah, and speaking of big, I see you're moving up to middleweight for this fight, if I'm not mistaken, right? I noticed that on Tapology. So.
I've been at welterweight for a couple of years, but I started off at middleweight, so I'm going back there.
Oh, I know. I did my research. First fight at 185 pounds since October of 2011, if I'm not mistaken, right? Eric Purcell, I think that was the last fight.
Yeah, crazy. I actually met him at one of my fights. The fight in Florida. Eric Purcell was one of the coaches there. I was like, oh, snap, man. I was like, oh, we're cool.
There you go. It's all coming for full circle. And just, I not to take a sharp turn here, but obviously I know the last fight not going the way you wanted. What did you take away from that? And also, was the weight cut a factor? I was curious just with the fact you're moving up.
Well, I mean, it was a factor, but it wasn't for like, I guess the same reason everybody else where I can't make the weight. I can make the weight. I can make the weight every time. The problem is like this time when I made the weight, it was like a little bit of a hiccup where the scale was kind of off and everything, but I still did it. But during the fight, I knocked the guy down and I went in for the finish, and I could feel myself just like, like off balance here. And then when I started like grappling with him, I was like, oh man, like I feel kind of weird. And this is something that I never, I guess, had the time to take notice of, where it's like I'm winning, but I still don't feel comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
And also not happy with that fight being stopped. By the way, just gonna throw that out there. But I was very excited to move up to the next weight class and get back into a comfortable shape and body.
Yeah, no, it's great. And good opponent here, Dustin Stoltzfus, 17 fight vet. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I don't know. I think he's from Pennsylvania. I mean, I started off fighting in New York. In the area. So I would always have to go to Pennsylvania for fights. I always have to go to like the neighboring cities to fight in Jersey and everything like that to get fights. So when I heard where he's from and I saw his style, I was like, yeah, I know this guy. Like I've seen this guy before. So I'm not saying that like, he's not, what's the word, exceptional in his craft. I'm just saying that I recognize his fighting style. So I feel pretty good about beating him in this one.
Good stuff, man. Training camp, Alliance MMA, how's all that going? Who are you mainly getting to work with for this camp?
Well, I mean, Alliance is not really like how it was because the building itself closed down a while ago. So
Okay.
I've been training with some of the guys there at different places.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like mainly with Phil Davis at Azteca over here in San Diego and Chuvista, like training there. But Phil, and that's been like my main training partner for the most part. And then also my coaches have been like taking me other places too. But that's the main place.
That's cool. And aside from Phil Davis, anyone else, or has it mainly just been him the whole camp? Because that's a pretty good training partner right there.
Yeah, I mean, he's great. Yeah, I've been going to Atos and Jiu-Jitsu and doing like grappling classes and training there, doing like to get like rounds and stuff with people grappling. But yeah, mostly Phil, because the person I'm fighting is from Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
like Penn State. Rosen fighting is a grappler, and he's not gonna be as tall as Phil, not gonna be as strong, and all some of that. So it's a good partner to have. I don't think bringing anybody else in is gonna make much of a difference.
Weight cut, is that even a thing? Like, how much weight do you have to cut for this fight?
Well, the thing about it is like I usually walk around like 206 to 210 anyway. So like I'm around welterweight, middleweight, like I guess size. Now because I was cutting down to 170 so often, I have a routine that leads me into 170 that takes me way below middleweight. And I had to actually calm it down because it was like about a couple of weeks ago I was like 190 something, and I was like, whoa, I'm fighting at 185, not 170. I gotta take it easy. But the weird thing is that now I have so much energy because the fight's in a couple of weeks, and usually by now I'm like, hey guys, everything's going good. But now I have some energy now. I'm putting so many extra sessions in that I've been losing a lot of weight. So I've actually been eating a lot more. So it's been a lot of fun eating all this food, for sure. But I'm probably have to cut about 10 pounds when the fight week comes.
Who's going to be making the trip with you to Long Island?
Oh, cool. Alex Melendrez, from Azteca over here. I'm gonna have AJ Patel, and also Nicholas Piedmont. It's most of the guys from that usually help me out. Yeah.
Cool. That sounds good. And how do you envision the fight playing out in July 16th?
I see myself knocking this guy out. I think I'm pretty sure every opponent I've ever fought, I've knocked them down or wobbled them at least. You know what I mean? Every fight. So I've been focusing on finishing people because even the last fight, I knocked the guy down twice. So I'm making sure that when I knock this guy down this time, the fight is over. Whether the referee stops it or not, like this, yeah, you might as well just go home because at that point it's going to be done. So knockout for sure.
Remind me, how many more fights you have left in your contract? I think we talked about that last time. I was trying to remember.
Oh, man, I don't even know. This might be either one more or this is the last one. I'm not sure.
Well, I was wondering if it was coming to an end soon because I know you signed one a couple fights ago, so a little bit more pressure just because obviously you want to come off a win. You got more to bring to the table when you negotiate and all that, right?
Not really. The pressure thing, I don't want to be cliche and say I don't feel pressure. The thing about it is just like the thing is that I don't want to lose. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, even if they were like, look, the world's gonna end, like literally end if you lose this fight, right? It would be like, cool. I don't want to lose anyway. Like I fight like the world's gonna be over anyway, no matter what. So I'm always going for it. So it's just like, what more pressure can you possibly put on me? I'm throwing 130%, 140% already. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Best part of the interview. We got to talk some video games. What are you playing right now? And then I'll side that up with a second question. What is your son playing right now? Because I know he plays with you too.
I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is coming out soon. So I've been going pretty hard on that. My son is playing. Well, I guess we're both playing together. He just play Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge.
Oh, is that any good? I heard. I haven't played it yet. I heard it's great.
Oh, is it good? It's so good. It's so good because it's Ninja Turtles. They have so many like old school references and retro stuff. Great animation, combo system, like a super system that's really like intelligent. You can play. I think it's like 6 players, and you can unlock new characters all the time. So many characters.
Awesome!
Like me and this kid played the game and beat it in like 2 days. Like we were playing it non-stop, and then when we finished, we got like our characters level 10. They picked 2 new characters, and April O'Neil is a playable character, and I was like, I'll play with her and see how she is. They gave her so many crazy moves and styles. I was like, man, this is unbelievable. So yeah, I definitely recommend that game for everybody, man.
Yeah, no, I love the games where they incorporate some of the retro stuff. Like I'm just playing right now Super Mario Maker. I know that's a bit of an older game, but I love it because like every level's a different version of Mario, whether it's like Mario 2, Mario 3, whatever. And my son's like, he even knows that I like the older games, so he gets into it, even though it's it's a tough game sometimes. Like I'll be honest, dude, like, and we used to have Nintendo Power back in our day, but I go on YouTube all the time and I'm like, I can't do this. How do I figure this out? And sure enough, someone's got a tutorial on it, right?
I mean, that replaced the Nintendo Power. It's like you have to go on YouTube and watch videos. And the best thing about this is like you can search specifically for what you need.
The exact level and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but certain games gotta be careful because you don't want to get spoilers and like story-driven games. But like for this, you can look at it and then. But the problem is though, once you see it, you still got to do it yourself.
I know. Yeah, sometimes it is difficult. No, it definitely makes sense here. If any parents are out there, can't say enough good things about the Nintendo Switch. It's been like, no pun intended, a game changer for my kid because he's all into it, which is great. Dwight, thanks so much for doing this, man. We're looking forward to your fight here, July 16th in Long Island. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
Thank you. Thank everybody over here at Azteca, for helping me out. My trainers, Nicholas, Adrian, and AJ. Oh, and as for sponsors, GFY, thank you so much for always having my back. And check them out on Dwight Grant MMA on Instagram and at Dwight Grant on Twitter. And of course, Punches and Dragons, my video game page. Check that out too on Instagram.